and heart in our daily life. Despite a tall order. Swami also asks us to awaken our weaknesses. We learn to correct ourselves and change for the better. We learn to be mindful that we are only instruments. The divine is the doer. With Swami blessing, in Swami's time, no doubt Swami Home will become a role model for excellence in human value and for compassionate elder care. We are also very blessed to be your instrument, Swami. We pledge to continue to stay united and work in harmony. We pray for your continuous blessing and guidance. Jai Saram.
Thank you, Mr. Low. What an inspirational speech that shows that with unity and with God, much can be achieved. We would now like to invite our Honorary Member of Parliament, Dr. Lim Wee Kiat, to kindly address us.
His Grace, His Sunshine, the Guru Swami Satsang. Mr. Low, Changi, the President of Swami Home, all our distinguished guests over here from overseas. First, let me on behalf of Singapore, welcome you to Singapore. And on behalf of Sembawang, welcome you to Sembawang. I'm no stranger to Sembawang because this is the place that I grew up. I grew up in Nisun village, which is quite near here, which is a few kilometers away, and studied in Sembawang school. And subsequently, sort of have my life, most of my life over here as well. Now, it is right for me to serve Sembawang residents as well. Let me first congratulate the management and the staff of Swami Home for the completion and the inauguration of the new building extension. We know that this new extension and expansion of services is timely, especially for dementia services. Singapore is one of the fastest aging society in the world. We will have 1 in 5 of our population aged 65 and above by 2030, and it's quite fast. It's less than 12 years from now. By then, the number of dementials affected by dementia will be doubled. Currently, today, we are estimated about 50,000 having dementia. We estimated by then we'll have 103,000 having dementia. Swami founder has the foresight 32 years ago to plant the seed for this home and has grown over the last 3 decades. There are many things that you could have asked them to do previously, be it education, water resources, but he has the foresight to see that yes, in terms of healthcare, in terms of elderly care, dementia care, perhaps this is what Singapore required. And he has given the right advice to all our volunteers over here, to the followers, to start this particular home. Let me congratulate them for their journey, and it's indeed part of the heartfelt. In many ways, Swami teaching is like Singapore. We are multi-racial, we are multi-religious. Sometimes people ask me, where is Shangri-La? Where is heaven? Where is paradise? Where is oasis? Sometimes oasis and paradise can be closer than what you think. At the end of the day, it is the mindset as well. As long as we look around the world now, currently, it is faced with climatic change, global warming. There's always news about floods, always news about heat waves going on now, currently. There's an earthquake that just hit Lombok. Singapore is a blessed land. Sometimes I tell my residents, paradise is closer than what you think. And paradise is what we made up to be. As an individual, we can only do so much. But as a group, it's completely different. So I completely agree with our president of Swami Home over here saying that unity is key. Same thing for Singapore. Unity is always key. Guru Sai Baba has generously extended his spiritual teaching to all faith, as well as extended the blessing to hundreds of thousands of people all over the world through numerous programs offering free education, free healthcare, clean potable water, and Swami Home is one of the many programs that the Guru has founded. About 15 years ago, in fact, when I first started as an eye surgeon, as an eye doctor, I visited Swami Home as an eye doctor volunteer under Northwest CDC community project called Project Eye Care, which I founded. It offered free eye care services to all the homes within the Northwest region. And Swami Home was one of the homes that I came with my family, with my girl at the point in time. She was only about 4 years old then. When I first arrived at Swami Home, I thought I got a wrong address. I said, this can't be a home. It looks like a resort. Are you sure this is a home? My first impression was this is a very warm, very friendly, resort-like environment for a home. And I thought I got the address wrong. And finally, even some of my volunteers was telling me, how can they book a slot over here? Do they take advance booking from now? Can they book it 30 years from now? I must compliment the President, Mr. Low, and his team for their excellent effort in running the home so well, especially leading a multinational team. It is not easy overall. But in this very fast-paced, ever-changing world, many are still caught up with the pursuit of material wealth and faith. Yes, Singapore has grown from a third world country to a first world country within a short span of 53 years. Currently now, 2 days from now, it is Singapore Happy Birthday, 53 years old. And we have produced many successful people and created wealth for many, not just in Singapore, but all around the world. But what is success at the end of the day? What is the purpose of success? I'm sure Swami has it in his teaching also. Surely, living is not just for success. Success is only a process, it's only a journey. It is not the destination. After success, the big word is significance. We all strive to live a life of significance, just like what Guru Sai Baba did. To bring blessings to humanity, to serve humanity, and to help many others to achieve success and significance too. This is what I call a virtuous cycle that we can start. The world has enough suffering, the world has enough war, the world has enough conflict. Singapore, although it's very small, a small little red dot, we will play our part. Just like what Swami Home has done in the first place. Swami, through all the followers, has spread warmth, care, hope, compassion to all residents and their families who have received care from Swami Home. We are indeed blessed by these establishments of Swami Home in Sembawang. And on behalf of all my residents, not just in Sembawang GRC, but from all over the island, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to the management and staff of Swami Home. I wish Swami Home all the best, and may the light of the Guru, Sai Baba, continue to shine ever bright and strong. And by his grace, to all the residents over here, we continue to receive his blessing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lim, for your kind words and your continued service to the members of Sembawang, the members of Singapore, and also to humanity. It's now my honor to invite the Chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai University of Human Excellence, Sri Narasimha Murthy, to address.
Most beloved Swami, fellow servants of humanity, brothers, sisters, and children, I am truly moved this morning. I feel highly blessed. Swami has finally come to his home, Swami's home, on this blessed morning. Along with Swami, in the last 6-7 years, we had the opportunity to go around more than 30 countries. I should confess, I have not seen anything like this anywhere. Swami's home is testimony to the spirit of Singapore, and is the pride of Singapore, I would say. Residents are fortunate, servants are blessed, and those who support are redeemed, I would say. And after knowing that the government of Singapore is one of the major supporters of this great service project, I would like to congratulate the government. We have the esteemed representatives here, cabinet members. This is truly the spirit of Singapore. Reverence for life, love for humanity, to make everyone happy with the best. And this Swami's home is a great synthesis, I would say, of compassion on one side and computer on the other side. The eternal human values on one side, and professionalism and science and technology on the other side. I have seen quite a number of places where elders are taken care of, but this kind of professionalism, teamwork, combined with compassion is something absolutely rare. And we see there the sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Leo Tolstoy said, and another great writer from Russia, Fyodor Dostoevsky, said, compassion is the chief law of existence. And today, if anybody asks me, what is the essence of teachings of Swami? Anywhere in the world, I would say, go to Singapore, see Swami's home. That is the essence. There are very few places on earth where Swami's teachings are really put into practice. Love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. And we see here, though Swami has formally come here for the first time, I find that Swami really lives here day in and day out, every moment. This we can feel it in this place. I congratulate the founders, people who have built up this great institution, and the government of Singapore, which gave the land, and also supporting it on a daily basis. It is supporting, and it's a very great cause. And I tell you, it is credit to the devotees of Swami of Singapore, I would say. You have built up a great mansion of compassion, which is very, very rare to find in this world of rank materialism, where selfishness and greed rule the roost. Thank you very much. And it is the glory of Swami that all of us are here this morning, and we have the great opportunity to listen to his message. It is our wonderful blessing. Thank you very much.
Om Shri Sai Ram. As we pray to Bhagwan, I perceive him here with us, seated in the throne, and I repeat as he speaks. Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachanadvayam Paropakaraya Punyaya Papaya Parapidanam. This Sanskrit couplet describes that the essence of all the 18 Puranas, the sacred scriptures in India, has been told in this simple phrase by the composer of these scriptures, Vyasa, who said, the essence of all the 18 scriptures is just this much. To help others is merit, to hurt others is sin. If you help someone, there is no greater good than that. And if you hurt someone, that is the bad, that is the sin. Dear embodiments of divine love, it is for the sake of others that the rivers flow. Paropakaratam vahanti nadyaha. It is for the sake of others that trees bear fruits. Paropakaratam phalanti vrikshaha. It is for the sake of others that cows yield milk. Paropakaratam duhanti gavaha. And therefore, paropakaratham idam shariram. This body has been given only to serve others. Paropakara is the word that is used in Indian parlance to describe service to others or help to others. But this word itself is composed of three different words: para, upa, and kara. What does that mean? Para means divine. Upa means near. Kara means that which does. Therefore, to help others is the way to become closer to divine. Where is this divine? Is he dwelling on the mountains or in the caves or in the temple, mosques and churches? Is he dwelling somewhere outside, away, up above in the heavens? Not true. He is there inside, he is there outside. Divine is everywhere. So when you help others, it purifies you. It makes you kinder, compassionate. And that brings you closer to the divine who is there, resident of your heart, who is there right within you. And once you realize that divinity within you, the same divinity you see in everything and everyone outside, then there are no two, there is only one. You see the same in all. Therefore, service is the surest way for one to realize one's own true nature, which is divinity. Whomever you serve, think you are serving the divine. Whomever you help, think you are helping the divine. Whomever you say a kind word to, you think that you are speaking to the divine. This attitude will help you grow closer and closer to your own divine self. Our member of parliament over here very wonderfully described the great work that is being done over here, which he came to know 15 years ago. And since then he has seen it grow day after day. With the support of several devotees, the members, founders, as well as the government, this has come a long way. But truly, this is not the end of the journey, as he clearly said. There is so much more to be done. We have just made a beginning. We have just started a work which has to be propagated, promoted, and spread to all parts of the world. Today, even rich people who are old are suffering. Earlier we used to think that suffering is only the fate of the poor. But even today, rich parents, rich elderly people are also suffering because they can buy the most latest advanced medical technology or a care, but they cannot buy love and compassion. That is not possible by money. They may go to the best of the hospitals, get admitted, spend whatever money they have, all the wealth that they have, to get medical care. Yes, they will get medical care of the highest order that's humanly possible. But you cannot get love and compassion. Love and compassion is only possible in a place like this, where people are inspired by a thought, the thought of being of use, being of service to others. And to be able to do with complete dedication, love, and surrender to God is the highest virtue that one can ever inculcate. Their own pledge and the prayer said, give us the strength to love everyone, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be doing it sincerely. This sincerity is the cause of the success of this home. It started in a small tin shed. When they had approached Swami with a small paper saying, can we start this? And Swami blessed, saying, you go ahead and start. They never ever imagined that it is going to grow into such a large place as it is today. But again, as I said, this is not the end of the journey. This is just a continuation, a progress. And from here, taking the inspiration of Swami home in Singapore, I have already told our Malaysian devotees, some of them are here. They are in the process of building a place in Malaysia. And I'm told, learn everything that they have done in the last 30 years. Learn both what went right and what can go wrong. Learn how to do things, how to care medically as well as compassionately. and then you open one more Swami home in Malaysia, because there is a need for such a place in Malaysia too. And so that will become the next phase. While this will be the root from which this tree of service has grown, many, many branches will come out and spread to all parts of the world. Even as I was telling the people in Malaysia to get it ready, there is a lady standing there, our Francis. She said, Swami, what about Sri Lanka? Don't you want to help Sri Lanka? I said, I want to help all the people in the world. I want to do as much. So, but with time, I'm going to also start in Sri Lanka. We already have a place in Sri Lanka where we have started a small medical center. Since we already have a medical facility, it's easier to extend it for the sake of the elderly as well. So this is all going to spread to all parts of the world. It is a very good service. If people in their sunset years give up their body in happiness and peace, when they are born again, they are not born with anxieties and worries. See, the way we shed our body becomes very important, the way we are born again. Therefore, in our culture, as we believe that there are births after birth, and one death is not the end, the birth is not the beginning. Likewise, if they leave their bodies in peace, in happiness, calmly, joyfully, there cannot be a greater service than that. I met some of these people who are there, residents over here, and I'm so surprised. They're all joking with me, laughing and joking, and they're so happy. And I asked them, are you happy here? And everybody said they're happy, they're happy. See, happiness is the most important aspect of life. Why we do anything that we do? We want to get a better home, we want to have a good family, we want to get education, we want to earn well. All this is to the aim to get some happiness in life. Who wants to be sad? But nobody understands where this true happiness lies. It does not lie in knowledge, it does not lie in wealth, it does not lie in power or fame or popularity or relations. Truly it lies within us. This joy lies within us. Because when we realize who we truly are, we are divine, happiness becomes spontaneous. All these people have forgotten their worries of the past. Some people may take pity, oh, they have dementia, they forget things often, they sometimes don't even remember where they are or what they're doing or what their names are. To tell you frankly, it's a blessing in disguise. Why remember all that wrong that we have done all our lives and suffer at this point in time? Many people live with this disease, the disease of living in the past. They cannot live in the present. They are always living in the past. Or they worry about the future, but they have no time to live in the present. See, these people are living moment to moment, day to day. They are happy doing what they are doing. Without the burden of the past, without the anxieties of the future, they are as they are. That is a blessing in disguise. And that is one lesson all the members of Swami Home can learn from these people. How to be happy, irrespective of wherever, whatever you are, however you are. Happiness is a choice that you can make. It is not something that can be bought, begged, borrowed, or stolen from someone. It is a choice that you have to make. Under all the circumstances, can you still decide to be happy? It's a decision that you have to make. Nobody can make for you. Sometimes these people may be difficult for you, especially to the young caretakers who are here. They also might be having parents and grandparents. Sometimes these people, they may be difficult because they don't remember a thing. They may ask you again and again, or they may not listen to what you are saying. Or when you do or give something, they may not follow the instructions correctly. But be patient, be patient. Because what they are going through today, we can be tomorrow going through that. We never know what will happen as we grow old. Therefore, always be compassionate. Always be compassionate. You think God has given you an opportunity to serve Him in this way, in that form, in that name. And use that opportunity to become purer from within. As you become purer and more compassionate, you will become more divine. Once you realize that you are divine, everything is divine, there is nothing more to be achieved in life. The end of all life is to realize that divinity. All scriptures, all religions, all faiths, everybody only says this. Ultimately, we are all born of God. God is our creator. So we are born, we are created in the same image as God. If you break a piece of sugar crystal or a candy out of a mound of sugar, it also should carry the same sweetness, isn't it? So if we are born of God, we also should have the godly qualities in us, which is natural. But to realize these qualities, one has to taste it. By seeing it at a sugar crystal or a sugar cube, you cannot know that it is sweet. But when you put it on your tongue, you realize it is sweet. So though we are all born of God, we are all born of the same sweetness, same bliss, same joy, same compassion. We don't realize it unless we taste it. How do we taste it? Through this kind of service. Helping others, we realize who we truly are. And that redeems us, that frees us from all kinds of anxieties and worries. Therefore, more of it is an opportunity for you to become better than to better the lives of these old people. It is an opportunity given to you to become better human beings. And therefore, it is a very, very, very important thing that you must understand. I'm very happy that all the people from all faiths, all religions, all beliefs are here. They're all working as brothers and sisters with complete dedication and surrender towards this cause of being of some service, being of some use to these elderly people who need them. There is no greater blessing than this. I am so very happy, and I bless that this should continue and grow from here and become an inspiration, a beacon of light and hope for many other countries, many other people to set up this kind of a facility. Our Dr. Pillai was saying, Swami, I don't think I'm wrong if I say that this is one of the best facilities in the world. Let me second him by saying, you are right in what you are saying. As I said, you can get very good technological, very good medical care by paying very high cost. But where will you get compassion? Where you will get love? Where will you get kindness? All that cannot be bought by money. It comes from within as an inspiration to do good. And all these children, many of them are very, very young. Sometimes it is difficult for them to understand what goes on in the mind of an elderly person. Let me tell you, you have not grown old enough to understand how they think. But you are definitely a child at some point in time, and you know how a child thinks. They are all like children. As the man grows old, becomes a child again. So treat them as children, don't treat them as elderly people. Think they are children. Sometimes they will be naughty, sometimes they will be adamant, sometimes they will be unreasonable, sometimes they will be very happy and chirpy, very obedient and nice to you. Think of them as children, don't think of them as elderly people. Think you have got these many children to look after. We all were children at some point of time. We all know that our parents have put up with all that we did. Likewise, think as parents to them, think of them as children. Then we will open another home in Malaysia, small home like how you started, 20, 25 people, some daycare, some resident care, and from there it will also grow like this. This part of the world definitely needs. Then I want to open one in Japan later. That side also will require. Slowly like this, from this, whatever you have learned, you teach others. When you have a flame, you light a flame, you can take that flame and light another lamp with that. And with that flame you can light another lamp. That's how you can remove the darkness. So what you have done here, let this be an inspiration for somebody to do in another country. Seeing that, somebody else will get inspired, and that will spread to the whole of the world. My blessings are there in abundance, and especially to all the members, all the volunteers and the servants at Swami Home who are looking after all these people, to the founding members who are like brothers working hard to make this vision of Swami, to give very, very peaceful, happy lives to these people. With great effort, to them my blessings are. And to all the people who are residents here as well as who come, my abundant blessings are there. I'm very, very touched, and I'm very, very overwhelmed by what is being done over here. It was a long pending wish that we visit this place. And 2 years ago when he came and said, Swami, we are celebrating 30th anniversary by your grace. Please come and visit the place, I said. You finish the new building and I will come immediately after that. I have kept my word. The new building is finished. Now there are 2 arms. Earlier there was only 1 arm to the body. There is Swami Home, there is a grace arm, and there is a sunshine arm. So if you see that, it looks like one man having 2 arms, embracing everybody with love, calling everybody open arms, not closed arms like this. It's open arms which says, come in, come in, come in. So this is the thought we should have. Anybody who needs our help, We are always open, our arms are wide open, and welcome them into our hearts. Let this be the culture, and I'm sure in times to come it will go to much more glory, many more achievements. And I said this is the first Swami home, the second one will open in Malaysia. And slowly I will spread it to the rest of the world one by one. So be ready for more work. Don't think it is 30 years now, it's time to retire. No retirement. Use your wisdom to teach others. That will spread to all parts of the world. Very, very happy.
जय जगदीश स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक प्रति महेश्वर जय जगदीश शिशिरन राशि करा सदा प्रार्थपति स्वामी सदा प्रार्थपति समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
సేవ చేస్తున్నారు ఇదంతా పెరుగుతుంది అది మంచి చేయాలనుకోండి ఎవరు చూడలేదు